$14,000 in debt, $17 an hour. No second job, no lucky break, just one habit nobody ever told her about. And $5 a month was enough to start. Her name was Sarah. She was 34, living in Cleveland, working a call center job that paid just enough to almost survive, as long as absolutely nothing went wrong. For 2 years, something always went wrong. Her car needed brakes, then a transmission. Her son needed braces. Rent went up $40, then $60, then $90, like the building itself was hungry. So she did what felt like the only option left, the credit card, then a second one, then a payday loan just to cover the minimum payments on the first two, because the interest was compounding faster than she could even track. By the night her son found her, she owed $14,000, spread across 4 accounts, each one quietly bleeding her a little more every month. He was 11. He found her asleep sitting up at the kitchen table, envelopes scattered around her like she'd been buried in paper. "Mom, why do you sleep at the table now?" She told him she was just resting her eyes. He believed her, because he was 11, and 11-year-olds believe their mothers. But something cracked open in Sarah that morning. Not the debt itself. The fact that her son had quietly started thinking it was normal for his mom to sleep sitting up, surrounded by bills. On her lunch break that day, sitting in a Honda with 190,000 miles on it, she typed something into her phone she'd never let herself search before. How do people actually get out of debt when they make almost nothing? Most of what came up was the same advice she'd already ignored 100 times. Cut your coffee, get a side hustle, manifest abundance. She almost closed the tab. Then she found a comment with nearly 10,000 likes from a woman who said she'd gotten out of $30,000 of debt making less than Sarah did, using a method that had nothing to do with cutting coffee. The method had nothing flashy about it. It was almost insultingly simple. Every single dollar that came in got assigned a job the second it landed, rent first, then minimum payments on every debt except the smallest one, then groceries, then every remaining dollar, even if it was only $5, went straight at the smallest balance until it hit zero. That was it. That was the whole method. Sarah had heard versions of this before and dismissed them because they never addressed her real problem. Her problem wasn't a lack of discipline, it was that she had never once in her entire adult life known exactly where every single dollar was supposed to go the moment it landed in her account. So that night, she didn't avoid the envelopes. She opened every single one. She wrote every balance, every interest rate, every due date on one piece of paper. By 1 a.m., she had a full picture for the first time in years. It wasn't relief. It was something smaller. Clarity. The fog finally had a shape. The smallest debt was $380. It took her 2 months to kill it, throwing whatever scraps were left after rent and food directly at it. Some months that scrap was $40. 1 month it was $5 exactly. She put the $5 toward it anyway, because the method only worked if she didn't quit on the months that felt pointless. Marcus started noticing a new piece of paper taped to the fridge. Not bills this time, just one page with numbers getting smaller, line by line, month by month. "It's a map," she told him, "of how we're getting out." 2 years and 7 months later, the number on that page hit zero. She didn't throw a party. She sat at that same kitchen table, the one she used to sleep at, and let herself cry for about 4 minutes. Not sad, not happy, just release. Marcus, 13 now, walked in halfway through. "Are you okay?" "I'm more than okay," she said. "We just finished the map. If you're waiting for the part where she got a better job, or won money, or got lucky, there isn't one. She makes nearly the same hourly wage today as she did the night her son found her at that table. What changed wasn't her income. It was that every dollar, no matter how small, finally had somewhere to go before it had the chance to disappear. That's the whole $5 habit. Give every dollar a job the moment it arrives. Even the months, it's only $5. Especially the months, it's only $5.